So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all 20 secrets that you probably missed in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. The goal of this video is to hopefully introduce you to something new that you didn't know was in the game. Hope you all find this enjoyable, and if you do, consider leaving a like on the video. The support is greatly appreciated. As always, that's totally up to you. Just a reminder here in the beginning, it would be cool to see this video surpass, I don't know, 1,000 likes or something. I know that is a high goal, but who knows, we may be able to surpass that goal. Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. This first one I'm going to be covering is, well, what the prototype looks like when we see it in the game. This is the only time that you run into the prototype and see its shadow at the very least. But hey, we run into the prototype at this part in Chapter 4. And here's what it looks like. You can still only see the shadow. Has no model anywhere. I tried checking outside of the map, and yeah, there's no model. It's just a shadow. So I know there was a lot of players curious about that, so I figured I'd start off with that for the first secret. But anyways, this next one I wanted to share is over what you could find in one of the body bags when the doctor is trying to take us out. You know this part in Chapter 4 where when we put the hand on the scanner, we get stuck there and then we start freezing to death? Well, there's a secret that you could find in here of, I guess the previous people that made it here and was trying to do something. Because we do pick up an extra hand here from someone inside this place. That's actually how we end up getting through this part. There's an extra hand around in this area from, I don't know, the previous person I guess was here or something. Maybe another employee. I don't know exactly who this is up in this body bag. But nonetheless, you can find someone up in the ceiling here wearing a gas mask and holding this inside the body bag. Yeah, I decided to brighten it up here with a spotlight. But yeah, definitely interesting. This is, once again, something you could have easily missed playing the game because it's literally out of our sight up here. And it's typically really dark up here. It's just bright because I added a spotlight on it. Anyways, this next one will be located in Safe Haven. There's actually a few here that I want to show you all that you may have missed in the game. This first one is a secret button that you can find behind the soccer net in Safe Haven. Here's what happens when you activate it. Yeah, it starts up a little game here that you can play with a goalie. Pretty cool that the developers made some kind of interaction with this. And also, the developers implemented some sound too when you make a goal in the soccer net. And there's a few balls that you can find around in the Safe Haven. I tried making the goal with all the balls that I found. And unfortunately nothing secretive happened. I thought something secret was going to chain react if I made all the balls in the soccer net in Safe Haven, but no. Still, nonetheless, cool little secret that you might have missed. Anyway, so this next one's going to be over some interesting details as well as some hidden music that you can find in this secret area, which this area is connected to Safe Haven. You just head this way and head into the medical area, and then from this area, where you see Dog Day when you first enter it, and then from this area you just head down this corridor and it'll lead to this room. It's a highly detailed place, and this place can be easily missed in the game because you technically don't have to come here whatsoever to get through Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. Speaking of, there is some hidden dialogue too that you can find between two toys back here as well, which I'll be getting into that next. First, I want to show you what you can find in this secret area. And by the way, there is an invisible barrier, so you can't technically get over to this stage over here, but look at all the details over in this area. And not to mention, first off, listen to the sound that starts playing when you get close to over here next to this TV, that it seems like these toys are just sitting and watching. It's just a black screen though. But yeah, pretty cool, right? I don't know. This is the But also you could see just toys hanging out on the stage, and a hidden toy down here, and a hidden toy back here behind these pallets. It's a dog day. I don't know, maybe they're playing hide and seek or something. And you can also find a little Kissy Missy, Mommy Longlegs up here, taking a nap or something. And also this guy here, he's hidden in the shadows. I don't know, bunch of details like that are just off camera. You wouldn't typically see, at least easily. This is something you could easily miss. It's highly detailed though back here, right? It's like the hangout spot for the toys at Safe Haven or something. Just thought I'd share this for one of the secrets. Anyways, like I mentioned before though, you can find a bunch of hidden dialogue from different toys if you like approach the toys around in Safe Haven. I'll go ahead and play a few of the hidden dialogue that I found. I'm sure there's probably even more toys that you can discover around this area where they'll say something unique. But yeah, here are some that you can listen into that you could have missed playing through the game easily.
My stomach, it hurts. Mine too. When's the last time you ate? I can't remember, honestly. Neither can I. Feels like forever. Which will kill us first, you think? The doctor or hunger? I prefer not to even think about it.
Hiya, pal. Got something I want to talk to you about. In here.
Can we really trust her this time?
What's Poppy doing here?
I don't know, they just let her in.
Why? That's inviting a whole lot of trouble we don't need. I mean, how do we even know we can trust her this time?
We don't know, so let's just be careful, especially around her new friend.
Employee. Can't forget that.
Shh, I think they might be listening.
Is Kissy going to be okay? So sore. Haven't been able to move for hours. Stay away from me.
Won't last much longer.
Please, do you have any food?
So yeah, there's some dialogue you could have missed from some of the toys. Obviously, as you heard, they don't really trust Poppy, and you can see some, some details around the wall in Safe Haven, as you can see, saying she left us and where are you, and crossing out Poppy on the wall. Yeah, they are upset with her and don't trust her. Anyways, this next secret is also going to be connected to Safe Haven. It's this highly detailed room that you can't access in. And I decided to, go inside with free camera to get a better perspective so people can check out what's inside here. And as you can see, this is highly detailed once again. We got a Kissy Missy here reading a book, a robot on the ground. There's even this book on top of the sofa over here that you couldn't read from a distance. But thanks to this free camera, I was able to check out what was on this book. And as you can see, it says Jeff Soanes and Pumpkin Lord. Yeah, there's what the cover of it looks like. Freaking crazy. You couldn't see this detail from afar either, from where we have to stop at the gate before entering this room. Yeah, this is an inaccessible room, and it is highly detailed in here. Pretty cool hidden details around in here. Figured I'd, give you guys a better perspective of this place since we can't access this room regularly. Speaking of a better perspective, when we first run into the Pianosaurus and Doughy comes out of nowhere, it's like our introduction to him. It's a freaking awesome introduction. But you also might have noticed that he was technically the monster Doughy when he was hungry and decided to eat Pianosaurus. Some of you may be wondering, well, what happened back there? At least I was, genuinely. And so I decided to give you guys a whole better perspective over this. This is some secret details that you couldn't see unless you were using this free camera modification, which isn't something you can just get regularly in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. You gotta do some hurdles to have this. But yeah, check this out though. At this angle here, we can see what happens. A model ends up spawning back here of a destroyed Pianosaurus after the incident happens, over Doughy destroying it. And when he does drag him back here, he is technically Monster Doughy. You can see all of his arms right here. So yeah, the arms like stretch out and grab the Pianosaurus and bring him back here. And his pieces just fall on the ground and then fly forward. So it gives the illusion that, you know, he just got destroyed and ate back here behind all that darkness. I did bright it up a bit by using a light modification too to light up certain areas back here so we can see it also better as well. So yeah, after all that happens, Doughy's model just comes running forward out. He doesn't technically, you know, transform back into his regular self. It's already pre-placed for him to just come out. It would be cool if they had like a whole animation of Doughy transforming into the monster like we see it happen, but no. That's the reason why they did these illusions here to, I guess, to save some animation time or something, to just make it seem like, you know, he was once the monster and then he transformed back into his regular self. But yeah, anyways, this next one will be near the beginning of the game. At this part, you see this arm come out for like a split second. Well, I decided to pause the game and then go into free camera mode to check out whose arm this exactly was, because it did resemble Kissy Missy's quite a bit. And it turns out it was Kissy Missy's arm. So it seems like she was down here at 1.2, a different way. She just ended up traversing through the place in a different way than the way we took, because we didn't cross paths with her until later on. So yeah, this next one's going to be over a lore piece that you might have missed. I'm not going to be covering all the lore pieces in this video, but this one I thought was really interesting because it talks about Doughy before he was, you know, Doughy. As you see here at this part in the factory, you can find a Subject 1322C report that you can pick up and read. It states an overview of Matthew Hollard in accordance with Project Doughy. Here's what it says. Counselor's report. For all intent and purposes, Matthew Hollard is a dream child. He's thoughtful, kind, considerate, understanding, and while maybe not as intelligent as some of the other children, averaging only B to C level work in school, nor as physically gifted, he more than makes up for it in his charm and charisma. There's nobody down here who isn't fond of the boy. It's just a shame that he came to us already a boy of 15, well into his puberty. Most parents look for a child a lot younger. He understands, though he rarely speaks on it. I know Matthew suffers from deep insecurities. I read the reports on the accident that put him here. He blames himself for the family he couldn't save. I believe he's on the road to healing, but the way is long, and nobody mourns the same. He's become something of a leader to the younger children, though, even reading them books late into the afternoon. We allow it, sorry. The Adventures of the Word Wizard is his favorite. They listen to him when he breaks up fights in the playhouse and hang on almost every word he says. And seeing him like this, assuming this role, I think it's what he needs. Should he age out, I might even request bringing him onto staff. Signature Claire Harper. He is a good candidate for 1322C. Should his personality mesh with the other two, but please be gentle if you pick him. He's a fine young man. The future we are fighting for would be a waste if we sacrifice too many like him. Stella. So yeah, really interesting. And speaking of interesting, here's a tape over Doughy. Check this out. You can also find this in this factory here.
After a brief interruption, we've successfully extracted Subject 1322, specifically 1322B, from the Home Sweet Home. Before said interruption, I attempted to detail the subject's condition and overview the suitability of one Kevin Barnes in relation to Project Doughy. The neural abnormalities noted in Dr. Newman's report are detailed in connection to behavioral issues demonstrated within play care. Trouble getting along with others, aggressive and often confrontational social tendencies, and an otherwise combative nature clearly relay that Kevin is, put simply, a problem child. What friends he does have, he's reported to have attacked in moments of intense play. These tendencies raise concerns. The subject excels in all physical tests. Reflexes, reaction time, and mental fortitude all tested well above average in game station examinations. So, in spite of said concerns, in Dr. Sawyer's eyes, Kevin is ideal for the project. However, if his use in this particular experiment is to move forward, we need to ensure we're not creating a time bomb just as we've begun stabilizing the entire project. If we're to create an experiment that can fulfill multiple assigned roles, we can't allow any single consciousness to throw the others off. Even a simple misregulation of emotions means we have 900 pounds of dough that can shift however it pleases and can turn on even those it trusts, simply because it was overwhelmed by a stray feeling. Regardless, Sawyer's word is law, and subjects 1322A and C are to be gathered for processing first thing tomorrow morning. Thus, all we can do is plan our safeguards accordingly. Yes, that's all we can do.
So yeah, that was like a deep dive into some lore right there, right? But yeah, to wrap up this video, I'm going to be showing y'all a few other secret tapes. Keep in mind, there's more than what I'm about to be showing y'all, but either way, it's some secrets that you might have missed when playing through the game. I just didn't want to make this whole video dedicated to the secret tapes, because I believe there's like 17 of them. So yeah, that would be basically the whole video. Just figured I'd share with you guys some of the ones that I thought were pretty interesting.
Hey, Cole.
Hey, Norm.
2 o'clock, huh? Best time of the day.
Yeah.
So, what block are you again?
North.
Can't say I hear much about that one.
You wouldn't.
High security?
Highest security.
Cushy. No, we get in the east. Toys banging on the walls, crying for their parents, their counselors, whatever. It goes all day and night, and it just wears on you, you know? I'd kill for a little security. And quiet.
Right. Right. Know what we get in the North?
Things.
Whatever they aren't people anymore. Their cells might as well be cages. They are animals. Sick. Twisted. Just instincts and anger. That's all that's left of them.
Sure, but at least then it's not like yelling at your own kids for them to be quiet, though, you know? I mean, if you had to listen to them... Oh, great.
So much for our 2 o'clock.
Yeah, we really do have it rough, don't we?
Got another one over here.
Jeez. Hard to imagine how the company will duck all this under their rock.
Not our problem.
3 here.
How many is that now?
58. So far.
Another one over here.
59.
Where's that investigator? Campbell... Lockford? whatever his name is.
Poking around somewhere? Don't know. You ask me? The culprit's obvious. Just needs to be spelled out plain and clear for the bigwigs.
You think?
Yeah. Rotten eggs come from rotten chickens, you know? Can't get more rotten a chicken than him.
I don't know. Just seems too careless that a guy so smart wouldn't cover his ass. I mean, if the investigator finds evidence of this, being his fault.
Hope Foxy's still hungry.
Got another
60.
Right. And are we just stopping the experiments back where they came from? Acting like all this didn't happen. All over the ice? Because I guarantee it won't be so easy to toss a new coat of paint over 60 visitors dead. Or the dozen resource extraction specialists who got swimming in the bellies of those things.
I'm sure that's taken care of already. But I hear there's plans. Something big. Somewhere to put them. With any luck, that means stuff like this, and people like him, will be a thing of the past.
There's more over here.
It looks like he's waking up.
Where am I? What is this? Oh no. They didn't. Those backstabbing traitors.
Dr. Sawyer, can you hear me?
White? White, is that you? Who else is in there with you? You enjoy watching me rise like one of them? My head feels like it's split in two. This is wrong. You must have done something wrong.
Some disorientation is to be expected.
Who gave you the order? You spineless cowards. After all I've done for this project, for this company.
I gave the order, Sawyer.
Peer. Of course it'd be you. You have no idea what kind of mistake you just made.
Really? From where I'm sitting, you're the one who keeps making mistakes that need fixing. We gave you so many opportunities to clean up your own messes, but you just couldn't do it, could you?
What? You think you can do better? Nobody else can do what I do. You need my knowledge, my intellect.
Why do you think you're sitting in there right now and not in Boxy's stomach? Let me tell you how this is gonna go, Sawyer. From now on, you're here to give the lab boys answers when they need them, and carry out procedures when and how we tell you to. That's it. You'll be an open book to us whenever we want. So fight, or give in, or whatever. Because either way, we own the infrastructure you're wired into.
You'll die for this, Leaf. When I get my hands on you, you're a dead man!
His temper is a bad look for you, Harley.
But yeah, there you guys have it, everyone. 20 secrets that you may have missed in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. Hopefully you learned something new out of this video. I'm out of here, though, everyone. As always, most importantly, I appreciate y'all taking the time watching and listening. Consider leaving a like on the video if you did find this enjoyable. Until next time, peace.